Okay, now just explain how to do the taxes on this. You want it? You're gonna get it. This should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I am not a tax expert. This is not tax or financial advice. You should consult a professional. This is only general information to lead you in the right direction. I know Congress was expected to pass a $50 or less transaction via crypto as non-taxable. Here are some sales tax exemptions on gold, which could apply to crypto. Not necessarily right now, but could at some point. Anything over 1,000 or below 5,000 on some states is not a taxable event. You would simply be exchanging currencies. Beyond that, there is short-term capital gains and there is long-term capital gains. Short-term capital gains would be if you bought something and held for less than a year and then sold for a profit. That doesn't mean what you bought, that just means what you profit. For instance, if you bought $1,000 and then sold it for $1,000, well, you didn't profit anything, so there's no taxable event. However, generally, if you bought something, say, for $1,000, held it for less than a year, and then it went to $2,000, you would have a taxable event of $1,000. In this case, you would owe 40% on the $1,000 that you profited, because now you have $2,000. So the $1,000, you would owe $400 on that taxable event. Then there is long-term capital gains less than 5 years. This is key because this is a whole different category. If you have held an asset more than a year, less than 5 years, and profited, again, if you bought for $1,000 and now it's worth $1,000, that's not a taxable event. Let's say you bought it for $1,000 and held it for more than a year, and now it's worth $2,000. Generally, depending on what tax bracket you are, this will be 20%. So in this case, if you bought it for $1,000 and now it's worth $2,000, you would owe $200 on long-term capital gains. You would owe 20% on the $1,000 profit minus your initial investment. That's key. And finally, there is long-term capital gains over 5 years if you've made less than $10 million and you've held the asset for more than 5 years. Believe it or not, you actually owe $0 in taxes. It's a form right there on your tax form. They don't tell you about that, and they're not going to, because 94% of people overpay their taxes. You're basically tipping the government for free. Again, I am not a tax expert. This is not tax nor financial advice. These are just some things to consider with your professional. Follow me for more.